You know that feeling when you're glued to the loading bar watching a massive file download, but it fails at 98%? That's what I felt when I watched John Abraham's The Diplomat, which released just yesterday. To be honest, I was afraid The Diplomat would be an I told you so sort of a situation where it would actually turn out to be an action film, a commercial action film, which was being just sold as a political thriller. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. It's actually an above average film which makes a sincere attempt to tell a story, but somehow it falls short of excellence. And I was not really surprised because, come on, John Abraham is not exactly known for his acting chops. I was disappointed, however, because the story really had the potential to have one of the best big screen adaptations. The movie is based on a real story, by the way, and all of that is explained in that really, really long disclaimer at the beginning of the movie, which comes along with all the regular we don't promote tobacco use, no child was harmed during filming, we don't promote alcohol consumption, etc. An Indian woman is trapped in some remote area of Pakistan, removed from the rest of civilization, and she's tortured and abused, especially by this husband she was forced to marry.
सर उसने जबरदस्ती शादी की है मुझसे।
Somehow she manages not to lose her mind in all of this and makes her way to the Indian High Commission, where she begs to be sent back to her country. How she manages to convince JP Singh, who's the High Commissioner, and how JP Singh manages to navigate the very delicate diplomatic relation between India and Pakistan and enable her return without turning the situation into an India versus Pakistan matter is the story. The movie is perfectly paced if you consider unwrapping the mystery of why the Indian woman, Uzma's abusive husband, brought her to the High Commission himself. I was really invested in that part because, like, why would he do that, right? I mean, he knew the consequences. But if you believe that the actual meat of the story lies in how Uzma manages to get out of Pakistan and overcome all the challenges, all the sabotage attempts by ISI, then you may think that the movie took some time to get its act together. And that is what a lot of people are saying. I strongly believe John Abraham wants to excel at acting, but he's been doing all these action roles for so long, I think he just didn't get enough practice. His performance in The Diplomat is very restrained, which is exactly what would be expected of a person in that office.
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? तायर और फिर खुद तुम्हें इजीली इंडियन एम्बेसी भी ले आया।
He speaks only as much as required, his reactions are very measured, and he's not out to prove that he's a superhero. He knows his heroics are a part of his job. If an Indian citizen on a foreign land went to him asking for help, it was his duty to help her to the best of his capability. He doesn't stand on a roof and announce his accomplishments for applause. The movie has quite a few tense moments, and I can't tell you the number of times I really thought JP Singh would give way to John Abraham and he would knock out Bashir with an undercut because that man was annoying AF, or at least pick up a gun and gun down at least a few Toyota riding gawars. But he didn't. And you know what that did? It proved two things. One is that the High Commissioner's USP was his intelligence, and second was the movie's commitment to keep the story as close to reality as possible. I only wish he emoted a little more with his face because it doesn't do much. And let's take a moment to appreciate that mustache because I don't think he would be half as convincing without it. Next is Sadia Khatib. You may remember her from the poster of Raksha Bandhan because I seriously doubt you've watched the movie. Newcomers like her once again make you think of the likes of Khushi Kapoor and how they keep getting projects after projects. She's quite convincing as a traumatized woman, someone who has survived domestic violence and is now scared shitless of her husband. She kind of reminds me of Tripti Dimri with her combination of delicate beauty and talent, and I hope we get to see her in more films. But I'm also scared that it will lead her to do all those mindless item songs like what Tripti is doing now. One actor who really impressed me was Jagjit Sandhu. He plays the crazy abuser slash husband of Usma. I really wonder how much actors pay for therapy Because surely it's no joyride to get into the mind of some crazy abuser and play this character so convincingly and come out unscathed. The man is straight up revolting and scary. I don't know how to explain it, but he and Bashir gave off such Jahil vibes. I really wonder who their inspiration was. He was quite amazing, and compared to him, John Abraham's performance seems a little flat. Ashwath Bhatt plays an ISI agent, and his character seemed the least realistic to me. He was overdressed in all scenes, unless I don't know that is what ISI agents dress like. The scarf and the glasses were all too costumey, and his acting was also unidimensional. The story is definitely the USP of the film. It's gripping and it's true, although it is fictional in some parts to make it an entertaining watch. But I really like the fact that it was not that in your face nationalistic type because that would take away from Uzma's trauma. It keeps the focus on individuals and their experiences without unnecessary distractions. The movie effectively highlights how poorly women are treated in regressive societies instead of making it about how bad Pakistan is. Doing that would have diluted the problem at the base of all of this, which is unchecked patriarchy. The dialogues also sound authentic, and there are not too many attention seeking heroic one liners. There were two scenes which I particularly found spine chilling, and it involved the same pair, an adult man teaching a young boy how to use a gun. These were scenes in passing, maybe a few seconds long, but it did its job. John Abraham has started to produce these story driven, character driven movies, which is great. But how about, for a change, let someone who has really nailed the art of acting play the lead? He does not overact, which is a relief, but he's also a little stiff. Like if you close your eyes right now and imagine John Abraham, it is the exact face he makes throughout the movie. So either you just imagined him with a frown or you imagined him with that lopsided grin where one eye is bigger than the other. You know what I'm talking about. A couple of things seemed unnecessary in the movie and kept it from being a very hard hitting, realistic film, such as the forced one liners that show Pakistan down. There was one line which said something like, "This is not India, jahan कोट जैसा बोलता है वैसा होता है." And there was one more where something like, "Living in this country has scared the daylights out of Tiwari." I am paraphrasing. This was not that kind of a movie, and inserting such lines looks like an extra effort to impress the audience that would not be happy with a good story. I mean, they wouldn't be happy with only a good story. But these people will anyway come out of the hall disappointed because there was no item song. The second thing that seemed a little unnecessary was the background score, which gave the movie a very commercial feel. In fact, a moment in the climax which had the most impact was the one where things went completely silent for a few seconds. You'll know when you watch the movie. There were a couple of loose threads in building up JP's character because I think there wasn't much to talk about. His dedication to his job really overpowers maybe any other trait he had. I don't see the point of introducing a pissed off wife and an annoying kid who likes to stick his finger into pencil sharpeners or showing flashbacks of an explosion because it does not really tie back to the issue at hand. Also, what was that ISI guy's problem? Why didn't he want the girl to go back to her country? It's not like she was a prisoner of war or a spy, and it was pretty clear he knew that. The Diplomat is a different sort of a movie and even more relevant because an action hero challenges himself to play a character driven role. The story will touch your heart, it will stress you out in points, it will make you hate some people, it will make you feel bad for the female lead and also feel a sense of relief that there still are people and systems that have not failed its people. The storytelling, therefore, is bang on. You only wish that the movie had a little less commercial vibe and had an actor who's better at acting play the lead. P.S. PVR has very short intervals these days, so don't linger around here and there, you'll miss the opening scenes of the second half. Hey there, I update my channel around 2 to 3 times a week, so like and subscribe for more. I bet you'll come across something you like sometime.